Yo, what is up guys, MrPantaloons here with the Opera Omnia story draw. So we got the new banner, the new Lost Chapter banner. We got Squall, Zetzer and Vanilla. They are returning permanently into the game. And we also have their respective weapons here, their 35 CPs. Now in Japan they only had Squall and Vanilla 35 CP. I'm quite surprised to see that we get 3 of them, and I really like that they did this. So we have all 3 of them, Squall, Vanilla, Zetzer. We have all 35 CP, which is really interesting. It kind of makes me wonder, what if we get triple 35 CPs from now on? Probably not, but that would be pretty dope. Like, I'm thinking Ace event. What if we get triple 35 CP on Ace event as well? That would be nice. But anyway, let's get into this banner, shall we? So how good is this banner? So right off the bat, I'm just gonna say this banner is a good banner, right? So we can go and see the draw info here. So we have the 315 CPs and then the 335 CPs. Now the only thing that kind of bothers me with this banner is that there is Squall there, right? Which Squall is pretty much one of the best characters in the game, but that's about it with this banner. For me at least, Zetzer and Vanille, they might pose some problems, and we're gonna dig deep right here. But let me say first off, so Squall definitely good. I kind of like Zetzer as well, but I don't really like Vanille. But let's go ahead and check them out individually. So let's start off with Squall. So Squall, our boy Squall, there isn't really much to say about him. Like, we pretty much know he is really good. He's got the solid barrel, strong, brave attack. He's got Renzo Cooking, strong, brave plus HP attack. Yes, you do have to play with him a bit just to have the plus versions. You need to have him below the 250% initial bravery, but that is not that big of a deal, right? We know that he does really well, so we don't need to be too concerned with these things right now. But let's go ahead and see his passive abilities. We can see that he's level 50, slightly raised attack power and bravery is lower than initial bravery, so that obviously helps with his kit, with how he always needs to be low on bravery just to dish out as much damage as possible. We can see that he has his level 60, and we know it is a really good level 60, one of the best level 60s, if not the best. We know that he gets AoE, he gets an HP attack on top of his solid barrel as well when his bravery is above 80%, and then he also gets splash damage on his Renzo Cooking Plus, so he gets a ton of stuff. Then we can see his gear list. We can see that he does have an EX weapon in Japan, and it is a good EX weapon. You can see his cutting trigger here, increased Renzo Cooking potency and lower its action delay, grants small max brave up and small attack up 5 turns. So pretty solid 35 CP weapon there, 15 CP weapon, we already know it. I guess we can see as well that he has a second 15 CP weapon which raises initial bravery and max bravery on HP is over 80%. So that is definitely a decent one to have, or a decent bonus if you can manage to grab it and get this passive from it. And then we can see he's got some attack on his 4-star. If we can MLB that one, and then his Lion Belt, initial bravery and attack plus 72, which are both really good because it does help him out with his initial bravery mechanic. And then the artifact passives, of course, he's got Mighty Solid Barrel, Mighty Renzo Cooking, both really nice. And on the side of JP, we can see that he is pretty much top tier. He is really good, right? So there's really no downside for Squall, other than that. Or other than the fact that we don't have his level 60 in a global, right? And his level 60 is what really makes him top tier. With his level 50 and his 35 CP, he's still really strong, but he's not going to be that big game changer that he is with his level 60, right? So if you already have some of the other 35 CPs, like if you have Zidane, Ramza, he's not going to be that big of a game changer. He's not gonna come and just destroy the competition. He's gonna be good, but he's not gonna be of utmost necessity to your roster, right? Unless there's some content that I haven't done yet that is extremely difficult, but so far there hasn't been anything quite that difficult that will require you to have anything else that you already have from your 35 CP roster, because we've had quite a few good 35 CP characters. But anyway, so that is Squall. He is good all around, nothing really to worry about, just that he might not be that strong at the beginning. Then we have Zetzer, and I do want to say that I like Zetzer, I think he's good, but the main problem with Zetzer is he still doesn't have a level 60 in Japan. So what does that mean is that even if he is good now, sooner or later someone will be better than him and will replace him in your party, and you're just going to have to put Zetzer on the bench, and you're just gonna wait and wait and wait, and who knows how long you're gonna have to wait, because he never gets his level 60 basically. Where is his level 60? That is what I want to know. But anyway, we can see his free solid, his red card. So his free solid is interesting because it freezes the enemy's bravery, so it's definitely got his uses here and there. And then his red card, a heavy range brave attack. He doesn't have like brave plus HP attack, which is kind of you know, kind of a detriment. He doesn't have that many uses either, so I don't see him get much use out of his skills in the current game. Now he's level 50 all in, moderately raised initial bravery, max attack power, defense and speed when there are no ability uses left. That one is kind of interesting, but at the same time it's not that great. Let's be honest. Like when no ability uses left, that doesn't sound too good for me. So I wouldn't rate that passive that high. And obviously we can see that he has no level 60. Then his gear list, we can see darts, increased potency of red card and lowers its action delay. So actually his 35 CP weapon is not that useful. Like it doesn't really bring that much to the table. Like a Squall for instance, he gets like max bravery up and small attack up for 5 turns, whereas Zetzer, he doesn't really get anything, right? Then he's got his death tarot, we know all that, we know all about that one. He's got the cards, he's got the gambler's ring, which gets initial bravery and max bravery, so he doesn't get attack from that one, which I kind of wanted to see. Ideally you want to see attack in here, but there's no attack on this one. And then the passes, free solid and red card. Red card I guess is decent, free solid not so much because he has very few uses. Is it the same in Japan? Oh wow, it looks like it's the same in Japan. And if we go on the chart here for Japan, he is gonna be rated really low again because he still doesn't have his level 60, so he's at 66 points, so he's gonna drop and drop and drop and drop all the time, right? Because he needs that level 60 right away. And then we also have Vanille, and Vanille, she's kind of in the same situation as Zetzer, but the difference is Vanille is worse than Zetzer. Like she has less utility than Zetzer, because Vanille, she's got that Deprotect, which is a bravery magic attack, and it puts some debuffs on the targets, and then the Dispel, which is pretty much her signature ability to remove those buffs. But I think there are already characters that do a better job of removing buffs. We've already had like Balthier, I think Faris is a really good one, and there's gonna be more. There's probably already other characters that can dispel much better than Vanille can. So she doesn't really bring anything to the table. She's got the magic attacks, but then again a lot of characters have magic attacks, so she's not that useful. She's got the debuffs. Her level 50 passive prevents KO if HP is over 50% and leaves its value at 1. Not that interesting. Gear list, again, let's see what we have here. HP, initial bravery on that one, not very good. Her 35 CP increased the potency of Dispel and turns it into an AoE attack. I guess you get the AoE Dispel there, but I don't know how many encounters she is going to have a benefit off of this. Probably not that many, if any at all. It's going to be interesting. Maybe on her event, like on the last chapter, maybe we'll have something for that. But other than that, I don't see how she can really make use of this thing. Raise the number of removed buffs by 2. Okay, so that is nice. She can remove a bit more, a few more buffs. Raise all party members' bravery by 80% of the inflicted bravery damage. So I guess she is decent, but again, there are probably better characters out there, and she is not going to be all that useful for the most part. And then the artifact passes, Mighty Dispel and Mighty Deprotect, of course. And obviously, if we go to the Japan tier list, she is again even lower than Zetzer because they both don't have their level 60, and Vanille suffers more than Zetzer because of that, only because her kit is not as useful as Zetzer's kit. So that's pretty much it with this banner. I think it's a really good opportunity for those who want to get Squall. He is really going to help your team if you still need a 35 CP character. Zetzer, he'll probably be decent as well, but I don't know how good he is compared to like some of the other 35 CPs that we've had already, like Zidane, Prish, Titus. Like those guys, I kind of want to say that they are better than Zetzer 35 CP. But Zetzer, you know, he does have his uses. And then Vanille, she is probably not that good. Probably one of the worst 35 CP characters right now. So with this banner, personally, I'm good. I'm just gonna skip this banner. Ideally, I want at least 2 good characters here. Yes, there is Squall, which is really nice. I could definitely go for him. But he does not have his level 60, and without his level 60, again, he is not that game breaking. He is not required to have per se, just to be able to finish content very easily. So that is pretty much it for me. But let me know, guys, what you think about this banner. If you do decide to pull on this banner, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you to get many Squall 35 CP weapons. And yeah, let me know what kind of banners are you looking forward to. Me personally, I think I'm still going to wait for Ace banner and draw on that one, because I do like the idea of having Ace or Bards. But on this banner, I'm not really interested in either Vanille or Zetzer, to be honest. I can't really fit them into my teams, especially since they don't have their level 60, and yeah, I'm not really too keen on waiting on Vanille or Zetzer. I'd rather use someone else who gets their level 60 faster, and that I can use with their level 60 when they get it, and not just wait for Zetzer or Vanille. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I shall be streaming some more of Dissidia every day at 7 PM GMT at twitch.tv/MrPantaloons. So if you feel like it, come by, say hi, all that good stuff. But anyway, guys, I shall see you in the next video. Hope you guys have a good one, and yeah, take care and have a good one.